We're in the Caucasus Mountains in northern Azerbaijan on a 5-day tur hunt. It's now the end of day 3 and we're setting up on a tur we spotted beneath camp. It's hard to imagine how we were hoping for clouds during the climb up here on day 1. That afternoon the clouds came in, and we've been stuck under tarps and heavy fog ever since. So this rare break in the weather with only a day and a half left to hunt and 2 tur to kill might be the only chance we've got to go home with 2 animals.
Thank you. Made it to the mountains. We're getting up above the trees now, and that's the river. That's the river we came from. Jay's behind me down here. We're just getting up high.
It's 4 horses. I wouldn't want to carry all this weight up here. They're doing a great job.
The way this works is you're pretty much on their schedule. So Jay and I have been sitting for 4 days, and it's we're anxious. We're ready to go hunt something. We're ready to move, and these guys are all drinking tea, napping, and you know, they have a plan, I'm sure. I glassed up a group of tur up in these rocks. I guess midday they'll stay up in those rocks trying to get away from the bugs, get away from maybe predators, I don't know. And then they'll go late in the evening down to these grassy meadows. So I'm sure they would prefer, you know, we be patient and sit around and run up here and shoot the first tur we see. But you know, I'm looking at these big mountains and have plenty of food and things I need, and I just want to get moving. I want to go hunt. This sitting shit is getting old, so you know, maybe it'll all work out. I mean, I'm sure it will, but it's just brutal.
In a group of 30 or more tur, you have to not only find the oldest and biggest, but also point them out to the rest of your crew. With the fog rolling in as quickly and thickly as it was, we weren't able to make it happen this evening. So we walked back to camp in heavy fog, hoping it would clear up by the morning and we'd be able to reconnect with the herd.
This evening, we got on those tur. It was late. This is right before dark. And the fog was rolling over the mountain. Here we are, set up a little camp, and we are gonna wait it out. That's all I got for you. Try to get a little sleep, and then we'll update you in the morning. So, a couple of the guys are down there looking down. They're also looking for the group of tur from last night. We got a quick glimpse of them this morning, but I think they've made it to these rocks before we did. Not really. Yeah. No. That's a good video though.
We've got about 20 yards of visibility now, so we're heading back to camp. And then hopefully the fog will clear out and then we'll come back over here where all the sheep are at and hopefully we can put you down.
Raining. Coming down pretty decent. It's about 10 o'clock in the morning. Just been fogged in, clouds are low. Saw quite a few tur this morning. But, these clouds just rolled in. You can see them coming in from the bottom. And, now here we are, just waiting it out. All packed up for another evening. It's been foggy all day. It's 5 after 3 now. And some big clouds still in the area, but for the most part the fog's lifted over here, but it looks like it's still just rising out of the canyon. About that time to go look for the tur. They should start coming out of the rocks and coming to this green grass to feed. That's what we hope anyway. So we're just gonna go hop over and start glassing for them.
We're supposed to leave camp at 3 o'clock and the main guide, he went up to where all the other guys are hanging out and said he's going to go get them, and then he comes walking back down, and apparently now our departure time is 4 o'clock, which means we're back to waiting.
It's 2:30 p.m. and Jay and I just got out of the tent. We've been in this thing since about 8 p.m. last night. Weather's a pretty gnarly thunderstorm. Rained at least half the night. We're camped at 13,000 feet, so we're basically in the clouds. And that lightning was going pretty good. Been cooped up all morning too. It's still been raining, fogged in, as you can see. We're just waiting it out. Hopefully tomorrow's a better day. I had to get out, stretch my legs, take a pee, and probably jump right back in there and try to sleep again. So.
Just waiting for the fog to give us some cover. We're 40 yards out. We're trying to get to 200. The fog just came up. And now the tur is now in. And the fog's removed.
Perfect. Good shot. Congratulations. Nice. Thank you. Thanks for waking me up.
We're on a 5-day hunt. We spent 2 of those days in the tent because of heavy fog and pretty powerful rainstorms, and kind of written the evening off because of the fog, and I was actually in my tent sleeping, and Chase came and woke me up and said there was a ram right below camp, and so I came over there, and we came down the hill pretty far, probably, I don't know, maybe 1,000 feet or so, to get down and to get a 200-yard shot on him, and yeah, made a good shot. He dropped right in his tracks, and considering that I wasn't expecting even to go home with the ram, I'm super happy with him. So we've got basically a day and a half now to find one more for Chase to kill.
That'll pucker your cheeks a little bit, pitch black.
You made it. That last cliff was a little sketchy. Nice and slow. Well, got an early start this morning. We found some tur, mostly females and young below us, but we found 5 nice rams over here. But they're in the thick stuff. They're in the cliffs. So, and glassed about 150 tur up in Russia. The ones on our side are nasty stuff.
With only the rest of today and tomorrow morning left to hunt, Chase looks over these rams and contemplates going home empty-handed. None of the tur we've seen so far on this trip are what we came to Azerbaijan hoping to find. But with fog building again in the canyons, and most of the sheep feeding safely across the border in Russia, when this white ram steps out, Chase decides it'll do. We just shot one more tur in a pretty sketchy spot, so he's insisting that we make our way back to a safer spot while he gets it. I mean, it's still pretty sketchy right here, just kind of crawling along these cliffs, but the fog's rolling in behind us here, and it's gonna get nasty again. So